The last train rumbles away. Silence descends, enveloping the station in an eerie stillness. The echoes of the departing train fade into the distance, leaving behind a void that feels almost tangible. Not a living soul in sight. The platform stands deserted, a stark contrast to the bustling crowds that fill it during the day. The absence of human presence is palpable, creating an atmosphere thick with anticipation. Only shadows dance in the tunnels, cast by flickering lights. These shadows seem to have a life of their own, moving and shifting as if whispering secrets of the past. The flickering lights add to the sense of unease, casting long, eerie shadows that stretch across the walls. A chill wind whispers through the platforms, carrying the scent of dust and forgotten things. The wind seems to carry with it the memories of countless journeys, each one leaving an indelible mark on the subterranean world. This is the London Underground after dark, a place transformed, where the familiar becomes strange and the ordinary takes on an air of mystery. The silence is profound, broken only by the occasional distant rumble of a passing train, a labyrinth of tunnels and stations steeped in history and whispers of the unseen. Each tunnel, each station holds stories untold, secrets buried deep within its walls. The very air seems to hum with the energy of the past. For centuries, this subterranean world has served as a backdrop for life and death. It has witnessed the ebb and flow of countless lives, each one leaving an imprint on the fabric of this underground realm. Millions have passed through its arteries, leaving behind traces of their energy, their memories, their final moments. The walls seem to absorb these fragments of life, holding them in a timeless embrace. Some say these remnants linger, trapped between worlds. Ghostly figures are said to roam the tunnels, their presence felt but rarely seen. They are the echoes of the past, unable to move on, forever bound to this subterranean labyrinth. Echoes of what was, unwilling to fade. These echoes reverberate through the tunnels, a haunting reminder of the lives that once intersected here. The London Underground is more than just a transit system. It is a living, breathing entity, a repository of memories and mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Rumors swirl amongst the staff, whispers of the inexplicable, tales that defy logic and reason. In the dimly lit corners of the London Underground, stories are exchanged in hushed tones, each more chilling than the last. Tales of spectral passengers glimpsed from the corner of an eye. These apparitions, fleeting and elusive, leave behind a lingering sense of unease. Some say they see ghostly faces reflected in the train windows, faces that vanish as quickly as they appear. Unexplained drafts of cold air. These sudden chills, often felt in the deepest parts of the tunnels, are said to be the breath of the past, a reminder of the souls that once roamed these corridors, footsteps echoing in desolate corridors. The sound of footsteps when no one is there reverberates through the empty tunnels, a haunting reminder of those who walked these paths long ago. Are these mere tricks of the mind fueled by darkness and imagination? Or is there something more sinister lurking in the shadows, something that defies explanation? Or is there something more to the stories that send shivers down the spines of even the most hardened Londoner? The fear is palpable, the sense of dread almost tangible as one navigates the labyrinthine tunnels. From phantom trains rattling through abandoned tunnels to spectral figures on deserted platforms, the London Underground has its share of chilling tales. These stories, passed down through generations, add to the mystique and the fear that envelops the underground. Each station, each tunnel, holds secrets whispered through generations. The walls themselves seem to breathe with the weight of untold stories, each brick a silent witness to the past. And as you descend into the depths, you enter a realm where the veil between the living and the dead wears thin. Here, in the shadows, the past and present collide, and the whispers in the dark become a symphony of the unknown, a haunting melody that lingers long after you have left the underground. The very foundation of the underground is built on centuries of history, tunnels cut through ancient burial grounds, disturbing the rest of those laid to eternal sleep. Stations erected near sites of tragedy, where life was cut short and despair lingers. It's no wonder that echoes of the past continue to resonate within these subterranean spaces. One such location is the British Museum Station, closed in 1933, yet forever alive in the annals of paranormal activity. Passengers reported strange occurrences long after the station's closure, whispers in the darkness, the chilling laughter of children, a woman in antiquated clothing, eternally searching for something lost. These stories, passed down through generations of underground staff, fueled the station's eerie reputation. Legend has it the woman is the ghost of an Egyptian princess, buried with her treasures near the museum. Disturbed by the construction, her spirit now wanders the abandoned platform, forever tethered to the material world by her lost possessions. Section 5. Bethnal Green Disaster. The London Underground hasn't only witnessed the quiet passing of souls, but also sudden tragic events that left scars on both the physical world and the ethereal plane. These tunnels, steeped in history, have seen moments of both mundane daily life and extraordinary, heart-wrenching calamities. Take, for instance, the Bethnal Green tube station disaster during World War II. This station, now a bustling part of the city's transit system, holds a dark chapter in its history that few can forget. On a fateful night in 1943, a panicked crowd surged into the station, seeking shelter from an air raid siren. The fear of bombings was a constant companion for Londoners during the war, and the underground stations often served as makeshift bomb shelters. In the chaos, a woman tripped on the stairs, causing a domino effect that crushed over 170 people to death. The narrow stairway became a scene of unimaginable horror as people fell over each other, unable to escape the pressing crowd behind them. The station, forever marked by the tragedy, became a breeding ground for paranormal activity. Many believe that the spirits of those who perished that night still linger, unable to find peace. Visitors and staff have reported hearing unexplained cries and feeling sudden chills, as if the past is still very much alive within those walls. The Bethnal Green disaster remains a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring impact of history on the present. Section 6. A Symphony of Shadows. Survivors of the Bethnal Green incident reported chilling encounters in the years that followed. Unexplained screams echoing through the tunnels, the ghostly wails of children. Some even claimed to see shadowy figures reenacting the tragic event on the very same staircase. The air grew heavy with unseen sorrow, a symphony of shadows playing on a loop. It seemed the echoes of that horrific night refused to fade, forever imprinted on the station's soul. Section 7. Red Phantom on the Rails. But the paranormal occurrences weren't confined to abandoned stations or sites of tragedy. Even the active lines had their share of haunting tales. One such story revolves around the Red Phantom of the Central Line. Drivers and passengers alike reported sightings of a spectral train, bathed in an eerie red glow, hurtling through the tunnels at impossible speeds. Some whispered of a phantom driver, his face obscured by shadow, his eyes burning with a malevolent light. Section 8. Haunted Highgate. Highgate Station, with its Gothic architecture and proximity to the famed Highgate Cemetery, boasts its own collection of spine-tingling tales. Passengers have reported seeing a spectral figure, dressed in a long coat and top hat, vanishing into thin air. Others claim to have felt an icy hand on their shoulder, turning to find no one there. The station's eerie atmosphere is amplified by its proximity to the cemetery, a sprawling necropolis known for its own share of ghost stories. Is it any wonder that Highgate Station has become a favorite haunt for paranormal enthusiasts? Section 9. Unexplained Phenomena. Unexplained drafts of cold air, sudden drops in temperature, and the feeling of being watched are not uncommon occurrences in the underground. Skeptics might dismiss these as tricks of the mind, but for those who have experienced them firsthand, the feeling is undeniably unsettling. Are these simply remnants of the past, echoes of events long gone? Or is there something more, something that defies rational explanation, lurking beneath the surface of our reality? Section 10. Dare to Venture. As the last train departs and the lights flicker, leaving you alone on the platform, you can't help but feel a shiver run down your spine. The air seems heavier, the silence louder, and in the shadows you swear you see something move. Is it your imagination, playing tricks on you, or is it something more? The London Underground, with its labyrinthine tunnels and centuries-old history, holds its secrets close, but for those brave enough to listen, the whispers of the unseen echo through the darkness. Section 11. The Underground awaits. The next time you descend into the London Underground, pay attention to your surroundings. Listen for the whispers in the tunnels, the echoes of footsteps that shouldn't be there. You might just find yourself face to face with the ghosts of London's past, forever bound to the city's subterranean heart. The question is, are you brave enough to face them?